Because there are reports that Prince Harry, Meghan Markle and their children could be set to lose their royal titles if and when Prince William becomes monarch.
So that they would no longer have a title whatsoever, and their children would lose what Meghan Markle once referred to as their birthright.
William is willing to cut a limb in order to save the body. He's willing to even sacrifice the titles of his children in order to clean the Windsor house, because enough is enough. And Harry and Meghan know it, and they're absolutely panicking because there's nothing.
Time is slipping away for Prince Harry, and he feels the pressure. As King Charles confronts his illness with determination, William is quietly preparing a move that could erase Harry's royal identity completely. His titles, his legacy, his long-standing privileges, gone in one dramatic blow. Right now, Harry is thousands of feet above the Atlantic. But this flight isn't about a heartfelt family reunion or a goodwill mission. It's a frantic race, an urgent attempt to protect what remains of his royal standing. Sources close to Buckingham Palace claim he boarded a private jet the moment he sensed the danger closing in. The monarchy isn't just considering the shift, it's preparing to act.
I think there's much of a relationship between William and Andrew, but I think Harry and Meghan should be shaking in their boots right now if they are not already. And they could have had the best of all worlds if they had played their cards right, but
They are preparing to remove every title held by Harry and Meghan, permanently. King Charles's cancer diagnosis didn't just change the mood of royal events, it shook the very core of the monarchy. What the public sees as a health struggle is, behind the scenes, a major shift in power. Insiders are calling it the quiet succession. William, once known for being cautious and reserved, has stepped into the role of the monarchy's unofficial leader. While Charles focuses on his illness, William is running strategy sessions, overseeing diplomatic discussions, and controlling the royal family's public image with a firm hand. His leadership is sharp, calculated, and intensely focused.
Do you think that's what...
I do. I really do feel it will happen, and I think it's important to note that it won't be a revenge play by William. It's very...
Charles leads with compassion, but William leads with sharp, calculated precision. And under William's emerging rule, there is no space for emotional reunions or second chances, especially not for Harry. To William, the monarchy has stopped functioning as a family. It is now a brand, and every brand demands strict protection. He doesn't view Harry and Meghan as misunderstood royals. He sees them as risks, unpredictable storms that threaten the crown's carefully built image. With every revealing interview, every high-profile media deal, and every tell-all book, the monarchy's reputation has taken hit after hit. William's patience has finally reached its limit. One royal aide reportedly summed it up simply: William is clearing the house. The monarchy, in his view, is not a sanctuary for wandering royals. That single idea says everything. For years, Charles's kindness kept Harry attached to the royal circle far longer than most expected. But William now holds the reins, and sentiment is nowhere in his strategy. The moment the crown, symbolic or real, touches his head, he will not hesitate to remove anyone he believes is slowing down the royal machine. And at the top of that list stands one name: Harry. Before stepping onto that flight, Harry made one last attempt to reach out. He asked for a private conversation with his father and his brother. He hoped to speak honestly, son to father, brother to brother. But the palace remained silent, not a single response, no acknowledgement, no meeting, nothing. That silence spoke louder than any statement. In the royal world, silence isn't apathy, it is power. It declares, we decide and we owe no explanations. Behind closed doors, William's team has been crafting this plan for months, disguising it as modernizing the monarchy. But everyone understands what it truly means: removing anyone who threatens the brand. The plan has momentum now, and Harry's sudden flight looks less like a heartfelt return and more like a final attempt to stop what's coming. Insiders whisper that while Harry is searching for peace, William is focused on results. He isn't seeking emotional healing or family reconciliation. He's stripping away chaos one name at a time. William's mission is unmistakable: eliminate distractions and prove he can protect the dignity of the crown. Every action, even his silence, is a message of control. Even palace aides who once felt sympathy for Harry have gone cold. One insider told the Mirror he made his choice. Now he's living with it. That single comment says everything. So when Harry's plane touches down in London, he isn't returning to open arms. He's stepping into a fortress that has already decided his fate. The palace gates may open, but not with warmth. In their eyes, he is no longer the beloved son or brother. He's the threat no one wants anywhere near the throne. Before she passed, Queen Elizabeth II left more than a legacy. She left cautionary words, and according to insiders, one warning was directed straight at Meghan Markle. Her Majesty reportedly told Meghan never to use her royal title for profit. Meghan, however, did not just overlook that advice. She built her entire image around it. From her podcast projects to the Netflix series to her books, nearly everything leaned on her Duchess title. And now, with rumors swirling about her new cosmetics line, tensions have reached a breaking point. The Instagram previews, sleek clips of Meghan applying lipstick with the labels carefully hidden, sent shockwaves through royal circles. To William, this wasn't ambition, it was open defiance. Meghan is crafting a Hollywood empire using the very royal identity she once claimed she wanted to leave behind. With meetings involving Vogue, Chloe, and Molly, she is presenting herself as a rising beauty mogul. But to William, this isn't bold entrepreneurship, it's exploitation. The late Queen's warning had been unmistakable. No royal should ever profit from the crown. And whether Meghan intends to or not, that is exactly what William believes she is doing. The royal rules that once elevated her are now the same rules being used to justify taking her titles away. Meghan wanted independence, and she may get it, but in the most severe way imaginable. Then came the YouGov poll, and the results struck Buckingham Palace like a lightning bolt. Nearly half of Britain, 47%, said Meghan Markle poses a greater threat to the monarchy than Prince Andrew. Think about that. A former actress viewed as more damaging to the crown than a man linked to one of its darkest scandals. For William, this was the confirmation he had been waiting for, his undeniable proof. He had warned his father that public support was slipping, and now the numbers proved it. The monarchy survives on credibility, and in his eyes, Harry and Meghan are pulling it down. Sources say that after seeing the data, William's patience snapped. He no longer wanted to rely on Parliament's slow pace. As one insider put it, he wants this handled, now. The poll wasn't simply a reflection of public mood, it was William's green light. The people had spoken, and he believed their trust was behind him. Meghan's team dismissed the results, calling them media distortion. But inside the palace, it was seen as validation. William's strategy was taking shape. The message was unmistakable. The monarchy is a business, and the public has lost faith in the Sussex brand. In William's Britain, that means only one thing: the contract is ending. Inside Buckingham Palace, whispers have transformed into detailed plans. William's next steps are not rooted in emotion, they are calculated. Step 1. Strip Prince Andrew of every remaining title and privilege in full public view. Step 2. Use that same legal precedent to quietly remove Harry and Meghan's titles as well. Cold, methodical, inevitable. This is no longer a family dispute, it's a complete restructuring of the monarchy. William's vision is straightforward. No emotional burdens, no chaotic headlines. He wants a monarchy that runs like a polished corporation, strong, controlled, and profitable. And in that streamlined world, Harry and Meghan, with their streaming deals and high-profile interviews, are the greatest liabilities. The brilliance of William's plan lies in its disguise. It doesn't appear to be revenge. It looks like modernization. Once Parliament sets the formal precedent, the Crown can claim it is simply following updated guidelines. On paper, it's procedural. But behind the scenes, everyone understands the reality. This is William's final strategic move, and every piece on the board is already in position. As King Charles's health continues to fade quietly, William's influence grows larger by the day. He is already being briefed as a monarch in waiting, making decisions that shape the family's global image. And that is what disturbs Harry most. There is no mother to mediate, no father strong enough to protect him, no queen to soften the blow. The king seeks calm, but the heir seeks control. In this new order, compassion is a luxury William cannot afford. Meanwhile, Meghan is still crafting her own narrative, turning small moments into polished triumphs, at least on the surface. Her newly proclaimed award-winning podcast, Confessions of a Female Founder, is the latest example. Few people listened, reviews were mild, and the Spotify deal ended quietly. Yet she is showcasing 2 bright signal awards as if she just transformed the industry. Insiders call it the Meghan effect, the talent for shaping perception into influence. She doesn't need reality, she needs belief. Each flash of a camera, every carefully planned headline, every flawless Instagram shot builds the image she wants the world to see. But beneath that shine, cracks are forming. Former collaborators whisper that the project was all presentation and very little substance. Even within her own team, whispers claim that Meghan's intense focus on image has pushed people away. And that is exactly where William's team hits the hardest. They are turning her image strategy against her, using every shallow headline as evidence that Meghan isn't a misunderstood figure. She's deliberate and strategic. To a monarchy built on self-control and quiet dignity, Meghan's polished rebellion feels almost shocking. She has crafted her empire from perception, but perception doesn't last forever. When the public finally sees through the illusion, the fall could be devastating. Meghan may be skilled at shaping her own story, but this time the palace is the one shaping the final chapter. There was once a moment when Harry seemed untouchable, the bold prince who became a global icon. But insiders now say he looks like someone weighed down by the consequences of his own choices. The freedom he once celebrated has turned into isolation. California was supposed to be a paradise of calm, sunshine, and renewal. Instead, it has become the setting for a quiet unraveling. Sources describe Harry as unsettled, uneasy, and shadowed by regret. Without his royal titles, he feels incomplete. He is no longer the respected soldier prince, yet he is not fully embraced by Hollywood either. He has become Harry Windsor, caught between 2 worlds, unsure where he belongs. His once fierce confidence has faded, replaced by urgency. He's reaching out again, hoping for peace, testing whether reconciliation is possible. But palace insiders are doubtful. He apologized before, one said. Then there was another documentary. Meanwhile, Meghan's empire is weakening. Projects are stumbling, her influence is fading, and even their royal security situation feels uncertain. For someone raised under centuries of protection, the thought of losing that safety is overwhelming. Friends close to Harry say he feels torn between loyalty to Meghan and the legacy he left behind. He wants to defend her, but deep down he knows this storm is partly of his own making. As pressure builds, he is beginning to wonder if it's too late to repair the bond with the family he walked away from. Picture the outcome: no Duke and Duchess of Sussex, no Prince Archie, no Princess Lilibet. Only Harry and Meghan Windsor, 2 former royals trying to navigate celebrity life without the royal shield. Losing their titles wouldn't just hurt emotionally, it would shake their entire world. Those titles bring influence, access, protection, powerful connections, and opportunities worth millions. Remove them, and the Sussex Foundation begins to collapse quickly. If William succeeds, the monarchy becomes sharper, cleaner, and relentlessly efficient. But if Harry manages to return to the fold, it will require the greatest act of humility since Edward VIII stepped away from the throne. Whether Harry rebuilds his family ties or watches his royal identity disappear forever, one truth remains: even royalty cannot escape reality. If you've stayed with this story to the end, remember to like the video, share your thoughts below, and subscribe for more unfolding royal revelations.